All right, here we go. So today I'm going to teach you how to draw a castle using correct 2-point perspective skills. So the materials we need are a blank sheet of paper, we need a ruler, and we need a number 2 pencil, preferably one with a nice eraser on it. So to start, what we have to do is we have to draw a horizon line. Now the horizon line is the line that separates the earth from the sky. So near the middle of my paper going horizontal across, make sure your paper is the long way, you're just going to draw a nice light line that goes from one end of your paper to the other. And make sure to use your ruler. And then once you have that, we're going to draw our vanishing points. Now our vanishing points go on either end of the horizon line. So actually draw a dot on the left side where the horizon line meets the paper, and draw a dot on the right side where the horizon line meets the paper. And that's how we set up our paper for our 2-point perspective castle. So everything that falls below this line is on the earth, and everything above is in the sky. So let's start by just drawing a basic shape. So what we want to do is find this middle of this line here, and I can do that by putting my ruler right on the line, and I can find approximately the halfway mark. So if my paper is 11 inches across, I'm going to put my mark at half of 11, which is 5 1/2. So do the best you can do and try to find the center of that line. Now what we want to do is we're going to start by drawing a vertical line. So what I like to do is flip my ruler this way, and I like to use the 6 because it's right in the middle. Let me zoom in a little bit for you. And what I'm going to do is try to get this ruler as straight up and down as I can. Try to get it as parallel with the side of the paper. We don't want it at an angle. We want to try to make it as perfectly straight up and down as we can. And we're going to draw a 4-inch line that's going to be 2 inches above the horizon line and 2 inches below. So what I'm going to do is from the 6, I'm going to measure up 2 inches, 1, 2, and that's where I'm going to draw my line to, and then 2 inches below, 1, 2. So if I take my ruler away, you can see this line is 4 inches long. It is 2 inches above and 2 inches below. Now, once we've drawn our vertical line, we're going to connect the top and the bottom to the vanishing points. So use your ruler, put your pencil on the point on the bottom of that line. Make sure your ruler is, look at that, touching your vanishing point, and you're going to draw a nice light line all the way there. And you're going to do that 4 times on the top and the bottom to the vanishing point on the left and the right. So you can see it connects there. And then let's go ahead and do this on the other side as well. Make sure your ruler is touching the vanishing point. Draw that line. There we go. Now, we need to make our castle have edges, have walls. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do a little bit of measuring here because we want to make this castle a nice, even shape. So I'm going to put my ruler right there on the middle. Again, I'm going to use the number 6 because it's right in the middle of the ruler. And on the horizon line, I want you to measure 3 inches to the left and 3 inches to the right. So from 6, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, put a little mark at the 9. And then on the left, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and put a little mark at the 3. And then take my ruler and draw a line that connects the top and the bottom of my castle right on that point we just made. So that's going to make our castle nice and even, just like that. And once you've drawn those lines, we can erase the extra lines we don't need. So we don't need this line here or the line above. You can also erase this line and this line over here. Be careful when you're erasing next to the edge of your paper. Definitely hold it down nice and firm so you don't crinkle the edges of your paper, and just go nice and slow. Okay? Now, we can also erase this line in the middle, our horizon line, because our castle is sitting in front of it. And there we have it. That's the starting point for our castle. That is how you draw an object in correct 2-point perspective. Please feel free to rewind and pause and rewatch this video as many times as you need to. in order to learn this concept. So let's move on to part 2.